Mogaetsi dumelang ya le dumelisang ke Neo wa ga mo diapole ke a le amogela mo Gospel Chats with Neo. We are back. This is another episode and we are so grateful to have you here with us. It's always a pleasure. Guys, don't forget to check our channel, to check our socials and everywhere nje ba fetwa re bontsheng lerato leo. Gompieno ana re na le re ya Pitori Mahlangeni, re ya Garanga da ra Garankua. Re tsere presenter, guitarist, songwriter, ke le bala leng gape, a TikToker, ke le tseleng gape,
a musician.
Botlhale Buira or
Botlhale Phora.
Botlhale Phora. Man, thank you for coming here. Marish. Neger was quite too much, but our people, they were complaining the other, they were like, no, we are not from South Africa. So balance
no problem at all, man.
Man, thank you for pulling through. Just greet the viewers there and let's just chill a bit and have a conversation.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much. And to all the viewers, Tobela.
Tobela. Like any other guest that who comes here, we just need to a bit of the background about his or her journey.
Okay.
I think it's a norm. Everywhere you go, you just need to at least introduce yourself a bit.
Definitely.
Tell us about yourself.
Okay, so Botlhale is a young man from Pretoria, deep in the dusty streets of Garankua. I'm a singer-songwriter, a guitarist, a radio personality, an actor, and of course, lastly but not least, I'm a dad.
Levels to these things.
So I've always loved music from an early age, and it all started high school. That's when I started singing, and I started singing in a school choir. And after I matriculated, that's when I took a decision of doing music full time and just leaving everything because maths and science. So actually, I wanted to do architecture.
Yeah.
Because I'm very good when coming to drawing, but I couldn't qualify because the results are
Yeah.
So I had to take a gap year, and on that gap year, I decided, okay, I'm gonna do music full time, and I've been doing music ever since 2013. And 2015, I went to SA's Got Talent, and with together with a friend of mine, we were the Black Harmony duet.
Yeah.
And 2016, I went to the Voice SA with him as well. We were the only duet that made it in the competition. It was the first season of The Voice South Africa. And we were eliminated somewhere. Go the live rounds. And then 2017, I went to Idols, where I made it to the top 3, and I'm doing music till today.
Yeah.
Before
we talk about other things, what's up with your hairstyle?
Jaga. This is how I used to introduce myself on radio.
Yeah.
When I was still doing radio. So I would say So I wanted something unique. Where you'd see me from a distance, or So I just wanted something unique.
But what inspired it? Because like I balance more.
Okay, so I first saw this hairstyle like Will I Am from Black Eyed Peas.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
back. I think I was still in high school.
So
you know what? I loved it from the get go. Like so I was like, hey, this is nice. This is unique. And then I was like, I need my signature look. And that hairstyle came back. I was like, I need that one. And that's where I started to have this hairstyle. I don't think there's anybody who does this haircut.
Especially Momzansi.
Yeah, especially Momzansi.
Sure.
So, ho bona di cut tsa ka jeko tsa ba le steps nyana. Wa itsora o la ka
botlhale. Dianamela.
Straight.
Eitara. But anyway, moving forward, man, I'm going to go back to SA Got Talent. You decided to join there with who's the guy? Or you were alone there?
No, I was with a friend of mine,
Karabo, yeah.
Together in a Black Harmony.
Yeah, and Black Harmony, when did it start? How did it start before you guys could decide, like, let us go and try this thing out there?
I think it started 2013, 2014, just after I matriculated. We started singing together. Actually, we were three.
Were you singing like secular or gospel, or you were just randomly singing out there for the sake of singing?
Okay, so we were doing secular music.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would just do cover songs and then do them a cappella.
Mm.
So yeah, that's what we did with a friend of mine. We were three actually in the beginning. It
Mm.
was two guys and one lady.
Mm-hmm.
But she pulled out, along the way, and we were two, and we decided to call ourselves the Black Harmony.
Mm.
And yeah, so
Is
all
it because
started
you
in
guys are
20
black?
Yeah, we're both black. Very, very, very black. Very dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how we came up with the name Black Harmony. And yeah.
And then, like, as a Got Talent, how was it? Where did you guys see yourself going? I mean, like, that was your maybe a big stage for you to begin with.
Yeah, that was our first big stage or to a big competition that we ever entered.
Mm.
And we learned quite a lot in the competition and all that. Even though we didn't get that far on SA's Got Talent, and we never gave up. So the following year, that's when we went to the Voice SA.
Mm.
And the Voice SA, at least and we were able to be recognized, come South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also with all the steps that you have been taking, have you ever sat down and tried to check on, like, okay, what did we do wrong, or why didn't we qualify, or did you do the analysis of your journey individually and as a duo also?
Okay, as a duo, I don't think okay, we were eliminated after the battle. So there was a battle rounds on the Voice SA.
Mm.
And we were battling with Tembek Amguni, if I remember very well. She has mad vocals. So it was her versus the two of us. I not want to just spoke.
Yeah.
Or tabo young.
Alitrap.
Yeah, tabo strong. So we were supposed to be eliminated that night, and then Lira stole us, and we were saved. Next week now it's voting times. Now when coming to voting, it's something else.
Yeah.
So unfortunately the votes, they were not enough, and that's where we eliminated. So I think maybe it was still the early stages. My vocals were not that matured enough. Both are vocals. So I think it was that thing. That's why maybe we didn't get far. We got eliminated along the way and all that. Yeah.
And then the idols, like, I think personally that's where I started to see you go there, like, okay, because honestly, like, I'm never paying attention to the competition and all of it, because, like, yeah, it's a lot there, and you see a lot of artists, well, not artists per se, but then you see a lot of talent there, and then
Sure.
Yeah, how was the journey, and how did you decide, like, let me go there?
Okay, so idols, at first I didn't know anything about idols, because nago nage was not dishi. So my sister came, she was like, "Mona, why say good idols?" That's exactly what I said. I was like, "King idols." And I also miss Nagi. And then I went to visit her, go at her place. Yeah, now it's only
Yeah. Petaka 161.
And then I want to because Nadi recorded.
Yeah.
I want okay, this is idols. We are so many idols. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe get that year at the audition, she was the first to say, yeah, you eat why the audition the boots.
Yes, sir.
Tama. It's like, in a competition, why? But she forced me.
Yeah.
And I went.
And you must stay theater.
Yeah, I went to State Theatre, and I remember I only had 1 month experience guitar, acoustic guitar. So I took a chance, guitar gazai. I auditioned, first audition, I went through. I went to the
Do you still remember the song?
Yeah. I sang, I forgot the artist, but can again, Story of My Life. I forgot the artist. Story of my life.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
So I sang that song with the guitar. I went through to the director's cut, and then good directing. I gave it to Baba. So when I the guitar, I record the I parne twela guitar open. I was like, thank you. We'll get in touch with Lautwara and let you know how. And they called me. I think it was on Tuesday. I auditioned on Saturday. They called me on Tuesday and said, I unfortunately didn't make it. I was like, hey. So before that manata drop, Karne, thanks a lot. I'll see you go Carnival City. See you go Joburg.
Yeah.
So because I gotta get audition demo most
yeah.
And then I went to go Joburg. Joburg, I remember it's really very early in the morning. First taxi, 4:15. Nigga swara taxi Joburg. Went to Carnival City, got there around past 7, and I auditioned around
And the
past
queue was
6 to
long
7.
because back in the days, like
Yeah,
they were there. Yeah.
The queue, yes. So I got there around past 7, auditioned around past 6 to 7.
In the evening.
Yeah,
So close it up.
he closed it also the whole day.
And how will you your pay?
Next, you go and I'm more important. So I auditioned around that time, and they took us really 10. And then you're gonna go audition individually, kadi 1-1. And out of all the 10, I was the only one who made it. In the whole 10. E ke tsena ka so batho ba tsena batho.
Dintsha.
Ke thomo tshuwa be re ngara abala stika mola ba opela ke thank you watso. Ke mo ke tsena. He ke tsena ka so ke opele pina mathomo, story of my life.
Again.
Yeah. Gona da so same song ke betha yona hub. Da is stera khatle hare. Nkopele nngwe hape. Now I have to think on my feet now. Kapile ke bethe pineng. Opele nngwe hape. Yeba.
Go etsagala.
Batho ba tsile ka pele wa nna santsane ke ntse ka iso ke bethe ya we3 are thank you ke tswele ko ntle ba fitla da so ba bitse number ka fela the rest ba re thank you re tla le bona next time. Then I went for the director's cut ka ba tabola bo ke ba tsere on that one ka di director I sang a different song.
On a better for experience for like go etsagalang sure.
Yeah, with ka di director be go pela ya Adele Rolling in the Deep.
Yeah.
A ka tabola strong ta bon ka ba monate ba ngisa go di judging to the judges ka ba tabola le bona, and I got 4 yeses and I got my golden ticket from Randall. And yeah, the rest is history. I made it till to the top 3.
And then top 3, like, do you think you could have won it or you didn't do enough to get the votes?
Yo, it's very tricky. I did my best, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I did my best with the competition. I poured my heart out, and it was, the voters' decision. I can just put it that way. I believe I did my best, but the decision is from the voters. That's all I can say.
But like from your side, musically,
yeah,
the song choices, the preparation, you made sure, like, because at some time I would say, like, why did you choose that song? I know about I'll make an example. Katapel, yeah, he's a friend of mine. Who's like, okay, if only he chose a different song, because with Tapelo, he has a tone, a gospel singer.
Yeah.
You're not gonna ask questions like,
sure.
But with you, like, have you ever like, man, did I make the right choices with the songs?
There was one where I flopped. Which song was it? She told me don't worry about it.
I'm bad with secular songs, by the way.
I forgot the artist. Like, I don't listen to that music anymore, so I forgot the artist. I just know the songs. And I know she'll be the death of me. That's the song he flopping guy on. I think it was top 16. Hey, I almost got eliminated. That's all.
So what saved you there?
Hey, the vote. What vote? Like I was.
How vote I was a stare.
Yeah. I was in most cases talk okay so as vote. Mautia vote. Mautia na le jealous. All I love Timo la di vera ka mola fanwa ke morate. Motho no reason for it. Media wa frostana. So how vote I was side.
Sure.
Yeah.
So after Idols, because now I always say most of Idols winners, they don't use that platform to their full capacity. In most cases, we always see number 2, number 3, who are now making waves in the industry.
Yeah.
How did you take that platform? Because like after that Sunday when you leave, it's done for you.
Yeah.
They're not gonna post a child.
Yeah.
What did you learn in that production? Because you're talking about Idols, their production it's top notch,
proper.
There's no other production in South Africa that can top what Idols do.
True. They do quite a lot. I think they also do label Miss SA. It's the
Sure,
same company.
sure.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, the ones who are shooting and doing everything.
Yes, production.
It's the same company.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're the best.
So from your side, what did you learn, like, from the first day, especially during the live performances? Because now your head should be on you being an artist now.
Sure.
You doing your solos. Are you still learning, or you are just focusing on this competition?
So fortunately, we had the vocal coach always, enlighten us about what is happening in the industry, what to expect in the industry, how to handle yourself as a brand, and all that. We've learned quite a lot, and we also had a privilege of having, their legal representative to, tell us about the contractual stuff when coming to music signing and everything, Liberty 360 deal, all those things. They prepared us for the industry. So I've learned quite a lot in the competition, honestly, about the vocal warm-up, see how to, make sure our voice out is always in good shape and everything. Bona, we've learned quite a lot. Honestly, now I learned quite a lot from the competition. Dilo tse ntši tse e leng gore ke feta mo tsona no are the things that I've learned in the competition.
You are talking about the deals, the 360, the 70-30.
Sure.
Give us a light about those deals there. The package at or 360, how do you differentiate it to 730? What, there's another one, man. Oh, it's a distributing one.
Yeah, there's different deals in the entertainment industry, especially music. So 360 deal is the overall deal.
That's where they sign you.
Yeah, they
everything
own you.
They own you.
Yeah.
They're buying you a car.
Like they take care of everything, and then when I quit your salary, in most cases that's what happens.
Sure.
Or when I really 500,000 quid, when I would sign rofa 20, I hope 20 ka quid.
Okay, posada.
Sure.
730. Which one do you think is best?
I hate deals.
I'm thinking about this. I'm remembering the Zahara's thing and TS Records.
Sure.
Because it seems like she signed a 360 deal.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, from what we have been reading. Because now you are mentioning it, and then she's the first person to come into mind. What, like, okay, here's a 360 deal. We are giving you a 20. Is it better to have a salary, or you want all that money to come to you? This is a personal question to you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, before I can go to that, I'm gonna give you two examples. So there's this one, Baba, they always gonna try to tempt you. Or about side. So bore, okay, so here's this one. Rofa salary every month. Lo sa gig rofa chele. I want to rofa. When hana habe your mara wait January didn't. What if I gig at least
January, June, July, August.
Yeah. So about 3 kanyana, about 30 mind give me I hate deals. Nah, I'm not signed. I'm independent. I hate deals.
Yeah.
So okay, sharp. We pay you a salary yabokana per month, and then a lohosa gigi ya Hawaii kere. Imagine, let's say you make 500,000 ka quid. They're still gonna give you that 20,000. When I always sign it to
Sure.
Lohosa gigi. They made.
But also remember, they are paying you a car. They're paying your house, your apartment.
It will depend if they are on the contract. If maybe okay, we pay for your car, but remember, you don't own those things.
Those things, they belong to us. Yeah.
You don't own anything. They're gonna do them for you. You're gonna have a house, a car, regular diaparo and whatever, but you don't own anything. The moment of Botlhale, back to zero.
Okay, isn't that better? Because now being an independent, it's a struggle. You still need to brand yourself. You still need to market yourself. The live recording, you need to pop up like 500K at least.
A lot. Yeah, true.
At least.
Yeah.
So with them, you are just singing.
But you're not gonna get what's yours. Or if I may put it that
and
way.
Also the masters.
They own everything. You don't have anything. When you are just an object. If I may put it that way. Yeah. When now money machine. Yeah. And then after that, I'll grease hanyana.
Yeah.
I'll grease hanyana. I'll level hanyana.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So now I'm independent and I'm happy. Although I've been struggling, being an independent artist is not easy, like you were saying right now, because a lot of things the face away. Your the fancy everything that you do, you have to pop out from your own pocket. Now that's another thing. And again, Hosna Zaga, it's not that easy to make it in the industry. because of why is di payola di teng go ho push it tshwantse o nne ntse o grisanyana somewhere o nne ntse so ho sna zaka ke matsapa.
How then do we change the industry? Can we change it? How it works? The system.
I don't think that is going to change. It's
because
given.
wait, unospana ready.
Sure.
And if NK art, I will submit or at least a 5K nyan. Because you are an independent artist, he's an independent artist. Why don't you say, no man, I know the struggle. Let me plug you, Mfanak.
Yeah. Well, now I was working at the community radio, so we don't do that. Oh,
no, my guy, they do it.
Nah, I've never done that.
Yes.
I've never done that. Nah, they give up. Like, Baba Nchiki, but this is the radio. I've interviewed them. I've played their music on air. I'm an artist, so I understand where they're coming from.
Sure.
So that's why I interview on my radio, on my show. So I made sure I push the artists, especially about on Gokasi. I never push it. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
No, it's very. So now, how do you then switch from secular to gospel?
Now that's a very good question.
Because these days it seems like maybe it's a PR thing or like no man. Babu there's man.
And it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. Honestly, I remember this other time Nekiluko Plekinging was performing there. So one of the
bouncer.
Yeah. So one of the bouncer was Wagala Monarma Baramara. Gospel mara ena nyoku. We don't go gospel. And I was like, bruh, I'm not doing gospel for money. I'm doing this because of this is what I'm supposed to do. This is me serving my purpose. It's not for money. Zaga eating I'm not doing music for money. Yes, I used to do music for money, but now it's no longer for money. It's for me being content in whatever that I'm doing, being fulfilled. Because of going back to your question, why did I switch from secular to gospel? I've always known gospel was my calling, but I've always been running away from it. So on Idols, I did the song Sedilaka.
Yeah,
it is the biggest song.
I was about to say, like, that's a song that really put you out there.
Yeah, I think it's up on 3-point-something million now. So a lot of people after Idols, they thought, Botlhale is going to do gospel music. Botlhale is for gospel. I knew that I was for gospel, but I didn't want to do gospel. At that moment, I told myself, I gospel. Hi, gospel, man. Life, man.
Yeah,
monate mpola once. So that is what I wanted. And as time went by, I started to lose interest more music because of now I wasn't aligned with what I'm supposed to do.
Let me pause you.
Sure.
Losing interest in music as a genre or as a whole, was it being because you were not being booked, or?
I was booked, not because of, but again, genre or I lost interest in music.
Okay.
Like completely.
Okay.
I remember I spoke to Witness Mtak. I'm not sure if you do know him. He's a property guru. So I was talking to him. I think I'm gonna start investing more property and I'm gonna leave music completely. You cannot do that. Music is your first love. You do it like without any hassle. That's where your money is. Don't even try to leave music. That is you. You can do property, but don't leave music.
Don't leave music, sure.
And then because I felt like maybe one crash.
Yeah, and also maybe what I was money.
But but find something that when you do, you feel like nobody can do it better than you do.
Sure.
And to me, that is music. I don't have too much information when coming to a property, but it's something that I want to venture into because of, remember, I wanted to do architecture.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to, invest into property now.
Yeah.
Because of now, let's go study architecture. So, property and all that. So, be fulfilled, and a lot of testimonies kept on coming because I've been receiving testimonies ever since the performance here like on Idols from
which is way
people.
back. I'm saying which is way back.
Yes, and I've been getting testimonies every time when I go to events. There's always gonna be one person coming, hey bro, thank you so much for that song, you really saved me. you know, there was a time where I wanted to take my life. I was like, at that moment, I was like, ah, baba ntsiatsi,
Is this a gospel event or
no,
a secular event?
in weddings, because I do quite a lot of gigs,
okay,
in weddings
sure.
and secular events and all that. So they always come and say, Ibra, you saved me. I remember there was this lady who came to me and told me, Hore, she was raped by the stepdad and she was still in varsity. She couldn't focus, but the song kept her going. And she thanked me so bad, and she was like, yo, I'd like my husband to meet you. She's happily married. She told me, Hore, I'm happily married now. Like, everything is just going well. Thank you. Your song kept me going. And I was like, okay. So now I don't want to do gospel because I feel like I'm young. But what about these people who came to me, I've changed their lives. What about
others?
Them? Yes, what about others?
You still need to save them.
Yeah.
You'll account for those people. Sure.
And that's when I was like, you know what? I think it's time that I face this gospel thing and do it. And I remember going to God and saying, I do not know what I'm getting myself into. Take over.
Sure.
Honestly. And I remember there's this lady on TikTok. She always posts like a description and all that. And she once posted something where a lot of gospel artists, music is not backed by scriptures and all that. Like, they just performers. They're not you know, they're not anointed.
Yeah.
And I DM'd her and I was like, yo, I felt like you were talking about me there, because of now I'm doing gospel, but hey man, I get so connected as such. How do I
there's
do
no
it?
connection.
Like, how do I connect? Like, please help me. And she was like, you know what, go read the Bible this way, and I'm for the pointers on how to read the Bible, so that you can the scripture, so that when I'm there, you know, ministering, I know exactly what I'm singing about and the message that I'm portraying to the people as well. And then I started reading Bible, and I'm getting better, you know, and I started, and then I continued writing my songs, and all of my songs in the album are backed by scriptures. So
these are the word-based songs, which are like, whatever you are gonna sing about, whatever you are singing about, you'll find the scripture there. So is this a new Botlhale that you are presenting to the people? Because now people say, no man, there are those who know, we know you ka R&B, we know you ka soul and all of that. How do you now try to keep those fans, and now you are trying to get the new fans now?
Okay, so a very good one, by the way. So now I'm only doing gospel and soul events. So I only perform mostly Kadi Sunday. So if you're doing soul session, so if you're doing something to do with gospel and soul, I'm there. So I'm making sure so when I perform my set, I'm gonna start with my Afro pop soul music, and then later change to gospel, so that I can accommodate everyone. That's exactly what I do.
Your producer, did you change the producer?
Yeah, with the gospel, it's a completely different producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the previous one, did you have the conversation and not like, no man, this is where I'm going, and or you just dumped him?
No, I did have a conversation with him. Actually, he was supposed to be on the album, but I got another producer, because now I wanted someone who does something differently from what he's used to. Because of now, sound Afro, and now I'm tapping into gospel. So I wanted something totally different, and that is why I used a different producer when coming to producing this whole album. Yeah.
Another question, because I remember when Casper came out, or like he received Christ and all of that, most of the Christians were saying, no man, this thing is
Konok Shamans.
For you, did you give your life to Christ, or when it's where like people, they'll say, okay, where does he stand? Where does he? Because most of us, we tend to question Christianity a lot, especially because we are on what you were doing.
True.
And we forget of like, God can use whoever he wants to. God can pick up whoever he wants to. Or like, because it was the thing, I'm like, okay, why are celebrities all going this direction?
Gospel
what's happening?
That,
I mean, there was Black Coffee again. I remember there was back in the days, who's this American guy? Kanye West also. You get what I'm saying though. So for you, like, did you maybe like have that conversation le Modimo, and then are you serving at church? You go to church, all of those type of things.
Okay, yes, I did have the conversation with God. Ke a mmolella hore, you know what? I'm gonna be doing gospel music because of, like I said, it has always been my calling, but I've always been running away from
Sure.
it. So now it's time for me to serve my purpose, to continue healing, changing people's lives with my music. You know, I'm allowing God to use me through my talent or through my voice or my music to talk to people and bring more people closer to God. So yeah, it's a thing elong hore ke decidile on my own hore, you know what, I'm going to do gospel, and ke tlantse ke inetse mo Modimo. Nna ke holetse ko kerekeng ya Luther.
Sure.
Ke kolobeditswe, ke apere seaparo, everything. So this year I've been doing church tours. So I've been visiting different churches ho thoma ka di 7 tsa Jan.
Yeah.
So
reintroducing yourself, man.
Yes, reintroducing myself. And the reason for me to go to different churches was because I wanted to, you know, get a different feel from different churches.
Sure.
So that I can incorporate all of that into my album.
Sure.
So if you can listen to my album, of which it is dropping this Friday on the 30th of August.
30th of August.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you can listen to the album, there's different songs from different churches, different feels. Like each song in a different tone. You won't say, nah, okay, I can hear that into the song. It's totally different. So
yeah, because most of, if you have a good music eye, you can hear the same repertoire in an album. Sure.
Yeah. So if you can listen to the songs, ke utsere ka wisa Apostolo, ka wisa Luther, ka wisa Bazalwane, ka wisa Wesele, Korobona, I'm taking you everywhere. Zion, Reda.
Yeah.
So the album is all about, you know, catering all these churches into one.
Because we say one God.
Yes. So that is what I did on the album.
Is it an a cappella project?
No, it's a live band recorded album.
Studio version though.
Studio, yeah.
Are you maybe thinking maybe years to come a live studio recording? Not studio, live.
The live recording. Yeah. I'm thinking. I think we're doing it next year. Maybe June. We'll see. Modimo tla provide. God will provide.
Sure. Because now I'm trying to tell, like, okay, like the live project, they're expensive compared to the studio.
Yeah.
The studio either paying the BVs, the band, and the
that
sessions.
Is also expensive.
But it's not as expensive as a live project.
Live music is expensive. That's all I can tell.
Sure.
Live music is very expensive.
So on this album, you did not but again, it's a live band.
A strictly live band. Like nothing was done. Laptop
yeah.
Beat. Everything was played live. From drums, keys, bass, lead. Everything was played live.
So that's how you wanted it. Did you record the visuals there? Because I mean, it could be dope.
I just took the snippets. That's a promo. Just snippets. Not really recording the whole thing while we're recording. But I had a videographer to record everything while we were recording. So it's just going to be snippets that will promote the album.
Because also I think maybe one full song could maybe do a visual for that. I'm just thinking of, like, in terms of creativity, or like, okay, you can take one song, hold it on YouTube, and see how people react to that.
With that one, a lot of people came and said, we'd like to shoot a music video for your gospel. I was like, hey.
I mean, on that day when you were recording, before, I feel like the album is out, it's coming on Talaha. So I'm just like, if you maybe recorded the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that we can put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Nah, we didn't plan for that. It was gonna cost me a lot.
Yeah.
Because now body attire, set up a hotel in the studio.
Oh, okay. No, I feel
it was gonna be costly.
I feel you.
Yeah.
You recently trended.
Yeah.
How does it start? When does it start? Why did it start? Because this thing, it's gonna take us to the contracts.
You know, I don't even like talking about this. You know, this whole saga, Prince Kaybee. But I sent him a song at 2021. I mentioned him on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere, and said, I'd like to work with you. I think this is the kind of sound that you definitely kill. And he didn't get back to me. Fast forward 2024, I see it on TikTok. There's a challenge. How? When I listened
You
to
you didn't join the challenge.
No, I didn't. I just saw the challenge. I was like, when I listened to the beat, I was like, man, levering, music, come on. So I went back, kayo, check if this guy nigga some mention. So I was like, Eric must romela email, hey bro, no go romela the den. He get romela email. Already his email address is popping on my emails. Next mo romela email ka 2021. I was like, hey man. And then Ebeki Kimu mentioned on TikTok on the video that he posted. I was like, bro, I sent you this song at 2021. At least let me be the one to jump on it.
Yeah. Which was an honorable thing to do.
I am blog. Ow. Hey man. So I'm with my manager. Kere, hey, Eriko wants some Prince Kaybee in sang. Hey, Kerika wants Haraso. Ow. I guess I couldn't get account to that man. Even. Blogi. Hey, research I am my manager at hell. Blogi the dima. And I got furious. I was like, why would he block me if Vela Ira died? So the following day was Sunday. That's when I posted for hey.
I remember seeing that video. I think I was either going to church or from church. It was on a Sunday. Okay.
I was like, this guy stole my song. Hey, Motoat Lagadi Klapat on Rohan.
He went hard.
And I was like,
what's any late?
He ban. If you like a Motkare, if you are Rohan. Hey man, this guy. I get what so already Kibadify Lue Naman. Otwelo Siana the file. Respond the guy everything. There's no good responder. Hey, I would be one of them water drive and Talagan. Kiripin. Ay, Yamotol. It's Kalaniano deleted you tell than I posted the land to her. Gone, I decided.
So how did you guys resolve that?
I just let him be. I just let it go. Because now I'm focusing on my gospel album. I can't have something to, take the attention away from what I'm working on. And I remember I spoke to my legal team and they said, hey, bruh, now you're working on an album. Don't let this, diverge all the attention. Yeah, I was like, hey, Mara, I need to raise this. Even though, but I just need to put it out there that this is my song. Because if I waited and said, maybe after some years, this is my song, but they were going to swear.
Because, I'm thinking like the song is not registered.
It was
registered.
I get smarted yo. When coming to that,
because if he's gonna try to register it, then it has to pop up.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do, thing is, I just didn't want this to distract me from working on the album, because when that happened, I was working on the album. Yeah. So I didn't want any distraction. So I let it go and started to
focus on your album. Yeah.
We should have released the album 26th of July on my late mom's birthday, but hey, we couldn't because of the Santan really busy guy on. So that is why it's dropping now on the 31st of August. Yeah.
Okay, just to close up this thing, what did you learn from that moment, from that saga?
This is what I always press on Hekebolelale, a lot of young and upcoming artists. Always make sure that you register your music. So I've secured myself by doing that. And when he striked by, taking my music and swearing at me and all that, I wasn't even scared because I knew okay, register the music. I'm just putting it out there that this is my song. So that people know that this is my song. Airang. They will know, okay, Botlhale did say this, he registered this, evidence this, everything. Dating to 2021. Yeah.
Okay, because it's like being an independent, it's very difficult.
It is.
Because now people can easily keep the doors and all of that, and it's very difficult to keep on knocking if people decided to close the doors for you.
But we spoke about the payola, so that's how it is in industry. I'm not saying payola, but I'm just saying
yeah. Sure.
That's how it is.
Okay, so what is special about you dropping the album on your late mom's birthday?
She's always been supportive. You know, I remember his no fits. I mean, gets a gap year, and I'm strictly gonna focus on music. I went straight to her. I was like, Emma, can I not think she's a skill as on hold and just focus on doing music. And what she said to me was, whatever that makes you happy, I'm gonna support you. And she's been very supportive from SA's Got Talent, The Voice, iRolls. Even after that, she's been very supportive. Yeah.
And how did her passing affect you? Because losing your mom, it changes your life.
Sure.
It's been 10 years now since I've lost my mom. Every day you just miss them.
Hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
there are those moments where you say, if only.
Yeah. Talking about that, I saw this video, Maloba, on TikTok. I think I woke up around past 3. I felt like a rock when I went to TikTok. I saw this guy who bought his parents a car. And the parents were so grateful. Barori Samudimu praying, thanking the son. And I became so emotional.
Yeah.
Because I was like, hey, Mudimu Mara, why you going to so? Bona bana ba bamba khono ho bua ba bless batswadi ba bona ba ba irele dilo nna kana go tshwantseng ke itse o tsere baka wa ntshwara ke ntho eleng gore e botlhoko I was depressed after I lost my mom. I remember I lost so much weight, but I was able to bounce back because music kept me going. There's a song that I released in 2019 on the 3rd of January, which was my birthday. And on the same day, that's when my mom was admitted at the hospital on my birthday.
You released the album?
I released a single. It's a gospel single.
Yeah. And then your mom went to hospital. It's your birthday.
On the same day. And 3 days later, she passed on. Now, that song, Heking Wala, I thought I was writing the song to comfort people. But the song, it didn't comfort. I listened to that song over and over again, and this is the song that kept me going. It's titled Noma Kunzima. So it was taken down the stores, and it's gonna be re-released on this album this Friday. So yeah, this is the song that kept me going, Noma Kunzima.
So you took it out so that you can replace it, or it was just the deals with the companies?
Nah, I had to take it down because I wanted to re-release it on the album.
So you did re-record it again?
Yeah, proper.
Oh, that one it was not proper.
No, it was. Body baking, fix more, make sure everything is intact. It measures sound like it's wearing album. It's amazing. Yeah.
Okay, no, it's very. We'll definitely check out the album. It's what's the title of the album?
It's titled Genesis.
Genesis.
Yeah.
Break down the Genesis for us.
Okay, so Genesis, the reason behind the title Genesis is because of it symbolizes the beginning. And this is the beginning of me serving in the kingdom of God. This is the beginning of me serving my purpose in doing gospel music. So that is why I titled the album Genesis.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from the album, what should people look out for? What should people expect? What should people take from that album? Because we listen to albums for different reasons. One will listen to the arrangement, one will listen to the lyrical content, one will only focus on the drums.
True,
all will focus on more bass or like no man, the harmony there and there. For you, what is it that you'd like people to take from that project?
Like I said earlier on, my songs are mostly backed by scriptures. And they are about reassurance. They are about believing in God, having faith. They're all about, God answering your prayers. It's all about God.
Sure.
So it's all about reassurance that God exists. God blesses those who seek Him. Those kind of things. So it's all about that. Yeah.
Okay, no, it's very interesting. Do you serve at church?
No. Lutere ha ona dia ihutese. Lutere ke re tsena re opela ka kopelo moruti wa rera ya chara. Hi. I receive.
Yo, ke go botse se fela se se timetse sa go Lutere. But yeah, man, I guess we'll just try to see what this new Botlhale is coming up with. Sure. Are you gonna change your stage name because now are you planning to rebrand or?
My name is Botlhale. It's not gonna change. It's Botlhale.
Are you still gonna use your socials, because I believe on TikTok that's where you have more numbers and all of that, and somehow one can say it works in favor of you in growing you as an artist?
My handles on all my social platforms is just Botlhale.
Yeah.
So it's just Botlhale everywhere. And
Yeah.
the reason behind just Botlhale is because I didn't want people to say Botlhale wako idols. Botlhale wako, it's so annoying.
The tag will always be there.
It
That's
will
the
always
tag.
be there. So now you can't say just Botlhale wako idols. So
Yeah.
the reason for me to say just Botlhale, I want you to just say Botlhale. Just
Yeah.
Botlhale. Just
Of Botlhale.
Botlhale.
Ke Botlhale nje.
Yeah. If Lara.
Yeah, ana ka
Sure.
mokgomo. Okay.
Yeah.
No man, thank you for chilling with us here. I think it was very chilled, and let us anticipate this album, because now you have given me a different idea, like which sound can we expect from you.
Mm-hmm.
You have different sounds. You've mentioned different churches, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be very interesting to see like how does this now become a one body thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because we are always we know when you are listening to your Dr. To Me, you'll get this
It's the
sound.
same sound.
Yeah.
You know the kind
When
of
you're
sound
listening to
that you're looking
Solumo
for.
Holo, you'll
Mhm.
get the same sound.
Yeah.
So you are tapping into a different angle now.
So in my album, I have Solimo Holo, Dr. Tumi, Mama Rebecca, Keba Tshwara ba botlhe, Keba
Yeah.
Idaso in
Yeah.
my album. That's what I'm trying to do.
Last question.
Yeah.
What did you learn in the secular that is different to the gospel?
Different to gospel music. I honestly, cause I gospeling,
You
so
are
I haven't
st-
experienced.
you just
anything in
arrived.
gospel. Yeah, I just arrived. So I can't say much about things that are happening more gospeling
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm still new.
You are still so what happens if someone still books you for secular?
I do go.
You
go.
are not limiting yourself.
No, I'm not limiting. I'm a very versatile artist. That's why I'm able to jump from genre to genre. I've been doing I believe that I've covered all the genres. I've started doing music, Gira House. I went to Amapiano, but I've never dropped any because of I'm one person. I sound some
Yeah.
I've done Afro pop, Afro soul. I've written quite a lot of songs that soul. I have a lot of songs in my archives, a lot of beautiful songs, and I believe in the near future I'll be able to drop maybe an Afro pop, Afro soul album, or re-record my previous album,
Yeah.
and re-release it.
Is it safe to say you are still searching the artistic in you?
No, I'm not still. I have found myself.
Yeah.
Now. Gospel music. I'm fulfilled doing gospel music.
Sure.
So I have found myself, and I'm happy doing gospel music. With secular, I'm not happy. It was that thing where I'm just doing it for money.
The
You know,
bag. You need to pay the bills.
stage, and then there's no fit. Someone was like, you feel empty. That's how that is why I wanted to leave music, because of I wasn't fulfilled. I
Sure.
would go there, perform, but when I'm done, I was like, okay,
It's
done. You just go there for money, but you're not happy with whatever that you're doing. So with gospel, I'm happy. Los nazaga na kya tsena go dikerekeng ba mpotsa re ke man of God he
Ha ona
budget
budget.
he ke re moruti tlhoka pelaelo ke tla.
yeah.
I save go ba monate ke a tsamaya ke le happy mo pelong gore o itse keng ai ke enjoyile. Yeah.
No man, we'll check out the album and we'll give the review again. To if it doesn't spang, we'll tell you that.
There's definitely no way, bro. No way. I featured great artists on the album as well.
Who did you feature on the album?
Starting with Snezi Msomi.
Ooh,
Ah,
she's amazing.
yeah.
Nah, she's amazing.
So I featured her on one of the songs, a very beautiful song, Ona Le Matla. And yeah,
Who's singing that song? Which verse is she doing?
she's doing the Zulu part, not
Yeah.
Kasitswana.
Hence, I'm trying to understand.
So I wrote it in both Tswana and Zulu, and then I gave her the Zulu part, and I said, you know what, play around with it, do your thing. And she put on some spice and high mola, and it's a dope song. And then also I featured Isaac and the Mighty Messengers, a group Clap and Tap.
Yeah.
And
They from Peli.
no, they're from Baraking Mabuluka.
Oh,
Yeah, Lethabile
okay.
Mabuluka, that side.
I'm confusing them. Yeah.
Yeah. And then again, I featured Sinhle Esmona. There's this young girl whose sound is trending on TikTok. She's singing the song Dr. Dumia Wafika.
Oh,
Wafika, Wafika,
Sure.
That girl.
Okay.
I featured her on one song as well, titled Kwaze Kwamnandi. It's a very beautiful song as well. It was derived from the old song Kanti kumnandi so ukuhamba noJesu.
Sure, okay.
So in this case, I'm saying kwaze kwamnandi ukuhamba noJesu. And then I rewrote the whole song. So it's not that. I just took Kanti kumnandi to kwaze kwamnandi and wrote the whole song.
The whole song.
Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned that Snazzy added some lyrics there.
Yes.
Is it on the papers?
On the splits, yes.
Yeah, on the splits.
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone is credited. Snazzy, Sinhle, also Isaac and the Mighty Messengers. And there's one song again that we did. It's the only English song in the album. And this guy approached me after the whole saga, Prince Kaybee, and he was like, "Bro, I love the way you sing, and I have music that I've written, and I would like you to sing my music if you don't mind." And I was like, "Send them through." He sent me 2 songs, and one caught the attention of my heart. And when I checked the lyric, he just sent the lyrics, no melody, no nothing. And the song is titled "It's Take Over Time." And from that moment, I was like, it's take over time. I remember telling God, Toro, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. Take over. And that's when I took that. But I took only the take over time. It's take over time, that line, and wrote the whole song. But I still credited the guy fairly so. So we're getting 25%, which is the 50% split on the songwriting.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
We're getting equal shares, songwriting. Even though it's just one line.
I think you are one of the fewest who have broken down the split, and this is something that we don't see much in the gospel space. This is what you have learned in the secular. Man, thank you for coming here and chilling with us. I got to understand you more, and I got to learn about the business side of the music, which is always my concern with our artists. Artists, they always trying to run away from this thing is business at the end of the day. You still need to sign contracts. If we're on a budget, o buile or Botlhale ke na le 20,000 ke yone budget a ka ska ra ona budget o na le tšhelete mo go wena. But anyway, from Namura Matlaopane mo Kalobe, ke a leboga. Thank you, man. I enjoy this. We are looking forward to the project. Let us believe it's going to touch a lot of lives, change a lot of lives. You'll get more testimonies, because I believe music is not only for you, but for the people out there. You are just a vessel to this thing. You are just a vessel to these people that you are being used to send out the message to them and to transform their lives. And let us hope that you are transforming their life into a better way. Guys, from Namura Matlaopane mo Kalobe, thank you.